Well, it looks like the Your Party debacle continues now with Adnan Hussein resigning from Your Party. It's still called Your Party, just in case you're wondering. So he wrote a letter, quite a long one. I'm not going to read it all because it's going to take more than the time I've got allocated on my video upload. He says here that regrettably the reality I encountered has been far from this vision. The vision being standing up to the quote-unquote far right and hostile environment we've got in this country. The culture surrounding the party has become dominated by persistent infighting, factional competition, and a struggle for power, position, and influence rather than a shared commitment to the common good. Instead of openness, cooperation, and outward focus, the environment has too often felt toxic, exclusionary, and deeply disheartening. I have also been deeply troubled by the way certain figures within the steering process, particularly Muslim men, have been spoken about and treated. At times, the rhetoric that has been used, disturbingly similar to the very political forces the left claims to oppose. I witnessed insinuations about capability, dismissive attitudes, and language that carried, at least the very least, vile prejudice. It's funny because he says that is precisely what they're supposed to be standing against, right? And it turns out to be the case. Your party turns out to be a very racist party now. In fact, Muslims are treated better in Reform UK than they are in this party. Let me add something else to this. Okay, and I'm right about this. I said this to many people in Reform at the time. Why would Labour worry about this party? Oh, your party's going to take about 10-15% of Labour's vote. No, they're not. Not even close. You have this assumption about people, just generally speaking, that, oh, all the Muslims are going to vote one way. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You're going to find quite a few going to vote for Reform, right? Oh, all the blacks going to vote one way. No, they're not. You're going to see quite a few of them vote for Reform as well. This is not the way it's going to work. This is a mess. It was a mess from day one. I even got some emails and letters, not necessarily letters, but via email, asking for some advice on how we go about this. Members of the party, your party that's called, right? How do we get out of this? How do you think we should resolve this? And I keep telling these people, look at Reform. Brexit Party was a thing before Reform. And Farage took his time. The reason why, and this is exactly why, when people moan and complain and bitch about Farage being in control of everything, there's a reason for that. Because he needs to create some sort of discipline in the party. You can't have a million people who want all this power. Oh, I've got my own view. Oh, I disagree with you now. I'm going to go and join Advance UK. You see that problem? This is exactly the problem that Farage didn't want to happen in Reform UK. That's the way he's running it, the way he is. And I don't blame him for doing that. And in fact, he was right about that. A lot of people should be apologising to Farage for the way he's doing things at Reform. There's no question about it.